there, welcome to VCode's 100 Days of Coding Challenge. Today is day 25 and let's see the question number 2. So the question is, write a Java program that calculates the greatest common divisor of two integers which are positive. The program should use a user-defined function named calculateGCD to perform this task. The function should take two integers as input and return the GCD. So GCD is the greatest common divisor or the highest common factor. So the function description is given, the return type must be the int and the name of the function which will take two numbers as an input. The same is written here and the sample input is given if both the numbers are 24 and 36, the greatest common divisor which divides both the numbers is 12. So let's find out what can be the logic and what actually is the greatest common divisor. So greatest common divisor is a number which divides both the numbers given exactly. That means if we divide that greatest common divisor by both of them, we get the remainder as 0. So let us take the same example of 24 and 36. So these both are the numbers. So we need to find what number divides both these numbers. So what are all the factors, common factors these both numbers have? So let's start with 1. So 1 definitely divides it. 2, yes. Does 3 divide it? 3 8s are yes. 4, 4 6 are 24 and 4 9s are 36, yes. 5, no. 6, yes. 7, no. 8, no. 9, no. 10, no. 11, no. And 12. So, do we have any other number greater than 12? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So, none. So, this is the highest common factor for these two numbers. So, how we will write a Java program for this? So, we will iterate from all the numbers from 1 till the number less than the minimum of both the numbers, and we can get the greatest number out of it, which will be the greatest common divisor. So, this is one way of finding the greatest number, the greatest common divisor of the two numbers. So, we have, so as we are iterating here, we can use a for loop or even we can use a while loop. So, for this video, I am going to show how to implement this with the for loop. So, let us dive into the code. So, let me open the Java file gcd.java. So, here I will print the statement and call the function calculate gcd. And here I will give two numbers. So, let us take the same example 24 and 36. So, let me declare the function here static int calculate gcd of, so int num1 and int num2. So, now I will create a variable called gcd and initialize to 0 and I will finally return the gcd. So, gcd is the variable where we will store or update the values after iterating. So, for iteration I am going to use a for loop. So, I will start from 1 and then go up to the minimum number between these both numbers. So, the minimum of both the numbers would be math.min of num1 comma num2 and I++. So, why am I doing the minimum of both the numbers? Because the number which would divide both the numbers will be definitely smaller than the smaller number, right? So, from 1 till that number we are going to iterate, and in each iteration we are going to check if that number is dividing both the numbers. So, if I modulo num1 is equal to 0, so it's not I modulo, it's num1 modulo I is equal to 0. Here we have to use the AND operator, and num2 modulo I is equal to 0. So why are we doing this? Because we are checking if that number is dividing both the numbers and we are getting 0 as the remainder. If we are getting 0 as the remainder, we will update this GCD with that particular number, that is I. And we have finally returned that GCD. So that's it. So now let's run the code and check. So let me run the Java file, first compiling it and now running it. So you can check here we have got the output of 12, which is exactly the greatest common divisor. So there are also various other methods to find the GCD, like the Euclidean algorithm, which is a very famous algorithm to find the GCD, which we had done most of the time in the school times. So you can also check that out. So that's it for this video. We have learned how to find the GCD using a for loop. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.